Good afternoon, I'm Raylene Ramsey. This is your afternoon news fix for Wednesday, the 2nd of October. The United States is taking credit for helping intercept Iranian strikes on Israel. Iran's launched nearly 200 missiles at Israel, most intercepted a day after Israel invaded Lebanon. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says the attack was a big mistake and Iran will pay for it. US President Joe Biden says they'll defend their allies.
Based on what we know now, the attack appears to have been defeated and ineffective. And this is testament to Israeli military capability and US military.
Foreign Affairs Minister Winston Peters is urging New Zealanders not to travel to Lebanon, Israel or Iran, and anyone that's there to leave immediately. Open Justice reports the Court of Appeal has acquitted Gail Manny, Colin Manny and Mark Henriksen for convictions relating to the death of Aucklander Dean Fuller Sands in 1989. 4 people had sought dismissal of their convictions in August. A retrial has been ordered for Stephen Stone, who was convicted of Fuller Sands' murder and the rape and murder of sex worker Leah Stevens. The Crown's accepting the police failed to disclose information relevant to the defence cases, which caused a miscarriage of justice. The US vice presidential debate is over. It turned to climate change in the aftermath of the destructive Hurricane Helene. Republican Senator J.D. Vance says he and Donald Trump support clean air and water, but the best way to get there is investing in American workers.
What have Kamala Harris's policies actually led to? More energy production in China, more manufacturing overseas, more doing business in some of the dirtiest parts of the entire world.
But Democratic Governor Tim Walz says the Biden-Harris administration's record investments in the Inflation Reduction Act have created jobs across the country.
Senator Vance has said that there's a climate problem in the past. Donald Trump called it a hoax and then joked that these things would make more beachfront property to be able to invest in.
International tobacco company Philip Morris is arguing the debate on tax for heated tobacco devices is grossly miscalculated. Associate Health Minister Casey Costello has halved excise on the devices, a product monopolised in New Zealand by Philip Morris. Political reporter Demelza Jackson has more.
The budget allocates $216 million to cover the tax loss, but the devices can no longer be sold under new vaping laws. Philip Morris says last year the products only yielded $6 million in excise taxes, well below the estimated cost. It says the company will soon make available a range of devices for consumers which meet all new regulatory requirements.
An array of weather watches and warnings are covering the country. Met Service says heavy rain will batter the west and upper South Island, as well as Mount Taranaki and Bay of Plenty. Heavy snowfall's also expected in the lower South Island. Meteorologist John Law says people in the far north should watch out for thunderstorms.
These areas from, say, Auckland northwards really through the evening time and overnight tonight, the Coromandel and into the Bay of Plenty as we head into those early hours of Thursday morning.
To sport. A new gig for Chiefs mentor Clayton McMillan. He's been named as the All Blacks 15 head coach ahead of their games against Munster and Georgia next month. New Zealand cricket are keeping faith in Gary Stead as Black Caps coach, despite 4 consecutive test losses. Tim Southee has stepped down as captain following the 2-0 test series drubbing at the hands of Sri Lanka. And Hockey New Zealand has declined an invitation for the men's Black Sticks to rejoin the Sports Pro League starting in December. I'm Raylene Ramsey. That is your latest news fix, and we'll be back with the next update tomorrow morning from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.